Okay, they're all coming towards the door. Move it in now.
Jackson scored the highest in his department on a series of exams and was promoted to sergeant. But instead of things getting better, they got worse.
Suddenly, you have some of these 20-year veterans who have had a compounded history of racist attitudes that they've been able to live with, suddenly being told what to do by a 29-year-old black sergeant. And for some of them, that was just too much to handle.
And perhaps too much for Don Jackson to handle. After 6 years of racial conflict, he took a stress-related sick leave, convinced that blacks could no longer receive equitable treatment in or out of the job.
Hey, I said put your head back on the floor.
Okay, okay.
With gang violence in LA County at an all-time high, police walk a fine line between enforcement and abuse.
Okay. Let's get down on my knees, man. That's not necessary, man. Picking up the wrong people all the time, man.
For Don Jackson, the last straw came when police clearly crossed that line in an incident involving his own father.
He was driving with my younger sister and 4 kids in the car. He's ordered off the road by several Pomona police officers.
And I was yelling to the officer that I'm a deputy sheriff. I was ordered then to turn around and walk backwards toward them.
Allegedly, what they were looking for was a black man, approximately 25 or 30 years of age, who had just committed a robbery and a drive-by shooting.
When I complied, I felt myself being pulled up off the ground, and I was body slammed in the street to the sidewalk, which caused me to hurt my hand and dislodge a kidney apparatus that I have to wear. At that time, the officers put handcuffs on me, and one was holding my head down on the ground with his knee.
Now, my father's driving a van with 4 kids in the car, and none of them are over 5 years old, and a woman, and he's going to do drive-by shootings and rob houses.
When they did find my identification, they uncuffed me, and they told me that I should understand that I'm a police officer, that this is part of police work.
Did you understand?
No, I didn't understand.
Were the kids visible?
Oh, yeah, they were visible. They were in shock. They don't even want to ride anywhere with my father in a car because that's the impact that it's had on them. My father, I'm 30 years old now. I had never seen him cry in my lifetime.
Hence, it's like everything that you live. You have to excuse me. Everything you live with, all your principles, all your thoughts, just going down the drain.
Did it change the way you think about things?
No, I've got over a lot of it because I have good friends, and they're both black and white, and but it made me feel that there's a need for what he's doing.
It was like a shock wave sent through me. I felt it was time to take some action. It was no longer time to talk about working things out, to talk about negotiating on police issues and mistreatment. It was time to get involved.
There they go right there.
Now, on any given weekend, Don Jackson can be found in a van, monitoring his police band radio, videotaping officers to see if they'll cross that line between enforcement and abuse.
I had seen things happen in the streets all my career, and I tried to stop and do things where I could to insulate people from the type of abuse that I knew was racially motivated. But when it happened to my own father, it was time for me to use my skills in another way. Good cops do not have to worry about me, but the bad ones certainly do.
Before this happened to me, I thought he was going much too far. That incident that happened to me changed my mind. Somebody has to do it. And I wish it were someone else's son, but it's mine son, so I have to live with that.
There are probably people out there would say, this guy's become obsessed with this. Maybe he's lost perspective.
I'm obsessed with justice. I'm obsessed with equity. Those things I have to have. I was not brought up to be a second-class citizen.
He's pretty far out there on a limb right now.
I know.
Do you worry about him?
His safety, I do. I know it's dangerous, and I just wish he didn't have to go through this. I think I thought I had paid the price to where he wouldn't have to.